And currently this is the master bedroom.
Okay.
Your thoughts, please.
I can imagine lying in bed and looking out the windows. So, yeah.
Yeah. Again, storage is likely to be an issue in here.
Well, you've got another 3 rooms to store your clothes.
Might need them.
So, yes, well, we've given you a knitting room, maybe. Knitting room stroke dining room. We're still to find somewhere for your railways. I could have the answer. Follow me. And this is currently a good sized bedroom.
This is big enough. Yes, I can see. Walking in, little seat here.
Right.
Controller. All the points, levers. And the rest of it, perfect layout.
Good.
Sorry, dear, you've lost your...
Do you want to bet? Your face is a picture all throughout that. We're painting this romantic picture of man at play, and there you're going, not having it, mate. You're not having it.
Yeah. No, mine.
Well, David seems sold, though I'm not entirely sure Sheila is convinced. Time to get outside and see if the price will sway her.
So this is your garden. Manageable, I think, is the word.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good size.
Well, all this comes at a cost, of course.
Yes.
Let's talk money.
Okay.
What do you reckon all this is on the market for?
It's got to be 475,000.
475,000. How about you?
I think it's probably less than that. I think it's probably 425.
425,000. It's been on the market for 6 months. It's currently on the
really?
market for £419,995.
Okay.
Wow.
It's better than I hoped for.
Yeah. Well, why don't you go back in? You know, have a good look around and see if the rooms do actually measure up. I'll be by the front door, sunbathing.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Under budget at just under £420,000, our first property is a handsome character cottage with good options to fit all our buyers' hobbies, as they can take their pick from 2 reception rooms, as well as a large conservatory and no less than 4 bedrooms. The whole lot is set in an enviable location at the heart of an atmospheric village.
Very nice indeed. In fact, a lot of the house is very nice. I'm conscious that my wife is concerned about the storage areas. I know I keep on about I want my model railway, but it's been many, many years in the making. And it would be nice to have somewhere where I could just, without arguing with the wife, this is my room, or this is my shed, or this is my outhouse, whatever. So I think, on balance, this is not the house for me.
I haven't got any particular aversion to older houses. And in fact, I do like this house very much. I'm just not convinced it's big enough. Even though we're trying to downsize, I'm not convinced it's actually big enough for what we need. I don't think the rooms that there are here would adapt to our particular requirements very well.
Here they come. Aha! Seen enough?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Right, come on. Let's get in the car.
For generations, Northamptonshire's central location has played a vital role in trade and travel, transporting goods and passengers throughout the country. In the Middle Ages, the journey took them along the River Nen. Then in the 18th century, it was down the Grand Union Canal. And by the mid-19th century, they travelled on the fast track of the railway. Such was the popularity of rail travel at the time that an entire industry was developed to create small-scale versions of the new locomotives. And over a century later, enthusiasm for these miniature trains is still going strong. So where better to send our model railway devotee, David, and his wife Sheila, than the Northampton Society of Model Engineers based at the Prt2 Park, where they met up with Chairman Peter Squire.
Hello. Hello Sheila. Hello Dave. Welcome to Northampton Society of Model Engineers. The origins of the club really go back to as far as 1933. Shortly after the club was formed, there are records of the big model maker in the town, Bassett Loke, actually attending some of the meetings and addressing them. And we actually have here one of his designs from the 30s and 40s. This was actually built by one of our members in 1970, and it's quite a fine example of those designs at the time.
And these were the model that everyone wanted.
Bassett Loke models had a fantastic reputation. They were available in all sorts of scales, from smaller than that to quite a lot larger, in fact a lot larger than those that we have here.
Before nationalisation in 1948, the country's rail network was divided between 4 regionally based private companies known as the Big Four. LNER standing for London and North Eastern, LMS for London, Midland and Scottish, GWR, which was Great Western, and SR for Southern Railway. The locomotives from each of these companies had their own distinct designs and characteristics, and allegiance to a particular railway tends to lie with the region in which enthusiasts were born and raised.
GWR, that's me. I love Great Western. I'm the same.
Collectors are prepared to pay up to £50,000 for the most highly prized models in mint condition, and Vice Chairman David Holland explains the mechanics that make the machines move.
A steam engine is basically just a big kettle on wheels with somebody's thumb over the spout to generate a pressure. The fire in here creates the steam, which then through the cylinders on the side of the locomotive power it.
With the theory done, the real fun can begin.
And you can't possibly drive without one of those. Thank you.
All aboard! From the look of intense concentration on David's face, it's full steam ahead despite the sudden change in the weather.
Here comes the rain.
Someone pass Sheila an umbrella.
Just what we need.
And let's hope we don't hit the rails when it comes to our next house. We're travelling 15 minutes south for our next stop, towards the small village of Stanion, which is just a couple of miles away from the larger village of Brigstock. In Brigstock, David and Sheila will find a good selection of facilities, including a convenience store and post office, 3 pubs and a tea room. And a short 5-minute drive away lies our second property. Now, our buyers were both concerned about the apparent lack of space in our first house, so we've really upped the space stakes with this second selection. But will it be too much?
First impressions are wow.
Wow.
Good.
Yes, it looks wonderful.
It was a cattle shed and hay store.
Oh, okay.
19th century, yeah. It was converted in the 80s.
It looks lovely from the outside anyway.
So lots of character, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Again, the mixture of old and new, especially for you and you. I'm really pleased you like it. Should we go in?
Yes, please.
Both parties are enthusiastic about this spacious barn conversion from the outside, but let's see if the interior meets their expectations.
This is lovely.
Yeah?
I really like this.
Whoa, another wow.
Really? Oh, good.
Double wow.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful. I
Double
really like
glazed
this.
as well throughout. By the
Yep. Lots of light because of these wonderful arches. So, can you imagine yourself in here?
Definitely. Yes, I really like this.
You feel free to think about it.
No,
Don't need to think about
Oh,
it.
really?
I like this. Yes, I really like this. I'll just take the rest of the house. This is nice.
And the lounge isn't the only place to kick back and relax, as there's also a conservatory kitted out with a few comfy sofas right off the dining area.
It's not every day you walk down the stairs to your dining room. Uh-oh, it's that exhalation of breath again.
Can't believe you've done it.
This is superb. And yes, our table will fit in here.
Extended as well.
Yes,
Yes.
lots of room.
Extended as well? Can I just check one thing out?
Yes.
Hold on 1 second, I'm just going to sit here. No, I can't really see you cooking either. That's brilliant. Yay!
Shut the door.
Yeah, exactly. It's even better. Do you want to go through to the kitchen?
Yes, please.
Come on. Let's huddle round the island. That's your third exhalation of breath.
I can't help it. I am blown away.
It's lovely. Yes, I like the working surfaces.
Lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Lots of them as well.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Do you think there's enough storage spaces here?
Yes, I think this is better.
Fantastic. Gosh, I'm sensing that you really like this property so far.
Yes, I really do.
Back in the main hallway is a cloakroom and a staircase leading up to 4 bedrooms. On this floor there's a single bedroom which could make a good study, and also 2 doubles ideal for guests, grandchildren or hobbies. There's also a 4-piece family bathroom and a rather grand master bedroom.
Goodness me, that is huge.
Do I sigh again?
I think you should, but maybe louder than you have before.
Easy,
Incredible.
beautiful. I think we'd get all our clothes in there.
I think yours would get in here no problem at all.
I was a bit worried about storage space in here, really.
This is fantastic.
You've also got an ensuite round the corner.
That's good. This is wonderful. I love this.
Modern enough for you?
Yes, definitely.
And
Old enough for you?
characterful enough for me as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what's happened so far, don't you?
Go on.
You haven't talked about knitting at all.
No.
You haven't talked about railways at all.
I know, but for a house like this, I might even give up the railway side.
Steady on, David. There's no need to do anything that drastic, as this grand house is actually marketed with no less than 5 bedrooms. The 4 bedrooms we've seen so far lie in the main part of the property, above the reception areas. There's also a self-contained studio-style annex that sits above the garage, which could be used as a bedroom suite, but in this case could make a perfect hideaway for boys' toys. This studio also has its own separate access from the outside.
So this is a separate wing attached to your already massive house.
This is huge. You would like to move in here, would you?
I don't believe it.
This would be fantastic for your trains.
Absolutely. Oh, I can see it here. No problem.
Well, actually, there's another room through there that would have an great office, great for the internet. You've also got your own loo here. You'd never see him.
This sounds like a brilliant idea.
I'm totally speechless. I can't believe it.
It's a lot of house, this, isn't it?
It's a huge house. It's absolutely massive. The one thing that worries me now is the price and whether we'll be able to afford it or not.
Do you think you will?
I'm not sure.
I hope so, but I fear not.
Well, we'd better not keep them guessing any longer, so let's get into the courtyard garden and reveal how much it's worth. Okay, should we talk numbers?
Well, I think it's probably the top end of our budget, so I think it's probably 450, if not a bit more.
Okay, 450,000
Yep.
or more. Okay.
Yep.
Because I love it so much. 400.
Okay. 6 months ago, it was on the market for £445,000.
Okay.
It's now on the market for £425,000.
Right. Okay.
So it's within budget.
So the numbers are within budget.
Go and have another look around. Take your time.
You may be waiting a while.
Thanks. Go on, spoil yourself.
Thank you.
Again, under budget at £425,000, this wonderfully large barn conversion does a great job of marrying both our buyers' preferred property styles by tastefully combining the old with the new. It comes with the specified separate kitchen and dining room, and also has 5 bedrooms, including that incredible studio annex suite. In fact, with all the space here, there's no need to compromise on dining, train driving or knitting, nor gadgets or clothing. So I suspect we might just have hit the jackpot.
My first impressions of the house were, wow, this looks absolutely fantastic. I hope David likes it as much as I do. I think from his reaction since we arrived, it's pretty obvious that he does love it, if not even more than I do.
Wow, what a property. And that was just the outside. Inside, double wow. It just went from good to better to absolute best. I can't really see anything wrong with this property. It's right.
Tell you what, you weren't joking when you said you'd be some time. It's a lot of house to take in.
A lot to look at, yes.
Listen, I know you like it, so what I suggest is we don't even bother talking about houses tonight. We'll go back, regroup, start again tomorrow. How's that?
Okay, sounds good.
Come on.
With the sun setting over the Northamptonshire countryside, the first day of a very promising house hunt draws to a close.